What's up, world? I am TJ, and this is Nativerezmedia, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and entertainment. And today I am bringing you a review of the Jeecoo J65 Pro Gaming headset. This is a headset for PC, Mac, laptops, things like that. I don't believe it's for Xboxes. It might work on PlayStation 5 if you can, it accepts USB devices, but if not, it probably won't work on those. This headset was sent over to me by Jeecoo to do a review on. I'm going to be completely honest. This is going to be unbiased, and I'm going to give you a fair and honest review of this headset. As always, I get into the box, then I go over the tech specs and get into the ergonomics of the headset, and then I'll tell you how they sound and my overall conclusion. So without further ado, let's get right into this review. First, we're going to quickly start off by going over what comes in the box. Of course, as always, the headset here is fairly simply packed and some good old bubble wrap there, and then you have a manual inside the box. So I'm gonna stick that back down there, push this off to the side, and if you want to see the box, hey, there you go. It's got some nice little literature on the side there. I'll get back into that a little bit later. The manual is also simple. This is a plug and play headset. You basically plug it into your PC. It'll download whatever drivers needed to have these things working. Most of your PCs already have the correct drivers installed on them. It'll get them installed, and that is it. If you want to get more advanced, that's where you go to the Jeecoo website and you download the application for these, and that's where you can tweak all the surround settings and do effects and things like that, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So that is pretty much it when it comes to the manual, and we'll get into the tech specs here. This is a USB 2.0 device here. This does have some RGB lighting, as you can see here. It is pretty cool. The logo lights up on the side there, and I'll get more into that when we get into the ergonomics and things like that. It's 7.1 virtual surround sound, 50 millimeter drivers in the ear pad or on the ear cups there, and the frequency range is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, as most devices are. I mean, obviously, most of us can't tell the difference. So all that stuff on paper doesn't mean anything if they sound horrible. And again, I'm going to get into the sound of these a little bit later. So we're going to get right into the ergonomics of these. If you pick them up, they are fairly substantial. Nice little bit of weight on them, because as you see the band here, it is all metal, and I'm sure it's all metal going through there. This is just pure plastic here, but your head really doesn't touch this at all, because this design is a little bit different. These have these kind of like little antennae here that press up against the top of your head, and there is no adjustability in this headset. So the ear pads here, they don't slide up and down. You just put them on your head, and then if you notice, those antennae have like a little bit of spring in them, and they just adjust to your head, and they are very comfortable. I've had hours and hour-long sessions of playing World War Z Aftermath, and I haven't had any issues. You can see the nice little RGB on the side there, and you can turn that off and on by hitting the off and on RGB button here. And as you can see, it's going off and coming on and things like that, which is pretty cool. If you're in a dark room, you don't want that light bland around you if there's anyone else in the room with you, like your wife or something like that. And on the little controller here, as you can see, you do have an off and on button for the mic, just muting that. You do have the volume, I guess, knob here on the side. These do get pretty loud, so I do find myself turning these down a little bit so that I am not going deaf. So overall, these feel pretty good. They are very comfortable. They have a non-retractable mic here on the side. It is somewhat adjustable, so you can tilt it and it'll try to stay there. They might have some kind of metal rod in there, I'm not sure, but it'll go to where you need it to be for the most part. And then I'll get into the sound of this mic. It is omnidirectional, so there's no issues there, and it is fairly clear, and you will be able to hear that a little bit later. And actually, matter of fact, exactly. We'll get into that now. So I'm going to go over to my computer. Well, I've already did this, but we're going to go back in time to my computer, and I'm going to go over the app for this headset, and I'm going to use the mic on this headset in OBS, straight recording, no effects other than the effects from the application that you will be able to hear in the recording in post. And then I'll come back. All right, so I'm here on my desktop, and this is the app for the Jeecoo J65. I'm just going to call them the J65s from here on this app here. And if you right click on speaker, we're already on the volume control. You can adjust the overall volume of the headsets from here. And if you right click again, you got sample rate, you got 44.1 kilohertz, and then you have 48 kilohertz there. I have it on the highest setting there. You can go to the EQ. You can use some of the standard EQs that come by default in the app, or you can customize one. So I customize one just to boost the highs up a little bit so that when I'm reloading my guns and things like that, and vocals sound a little bit more crisp this way. And then we're going to come down to environment effects. So best way to hear this is if I want to see if I can attempt to play something coming from the other monitor here. You need to one of my recordings. And you got your warranty and everything. City. I can go with the speaker. Then you have your manual. This is the E7 Bluetooth like speaker. So this is the user manual here. Reverb effects and things like that. So then we're going to come on to the next one, which is 7.1 virtual speaker shift. So if you're talking or something like that, if you got something playing, you can actually shift what direction you have for that sound and things like that. You can see how it the volume just goes up for that speaker as it gets closer to my ear and things like that. So you can play around with where you want your speaker placement to be in real time there while you're listening to music or playing your game. Then we can come to the Zir Sing FX, if that's the way that you say it. But basically what this is let's see if I can play something here in the background. In, many different flavors, and we'll enable shifting. And if I pitch it up, you can automatically see it pitched it up, or we can pitch it down. Or the languages, and then we can go back to nothing there. And then we can come here to vocal fading. Basically what this is going to either try to remove my voice from the recording or add my voice to the recording. So you can hear the music a little bit in the background, remove my voice, and then you can just try to boost that voice up a little bit. And that's pretty much it. I think it said something about data in the manual there, and then you have your auxiliary cable, which is nice that it comes with that. And then we come down to Surround Max, which I have that on. And that's pretty much I don't really hear a difference most of the time with that, but I'm assuming that it just will boost up the surround sound there. Then there's the microphone settings. You got your volume controllers, of course. I have the mic set to the highest setting, and I don't believe I'm peaking at all. So I have it set high all around. That's on in my computer settings and on here. And this mic, as I would probably have alluded to at first, it's a little low. The mic control or the mic volume is a little bit low, so you want to put everything up on high to get the maximum sound out of it. Sample rate, of course, for the mic, still 48 kilohertz there. Then you have the same kind of vocal effects for the microphone. Echo, high. I don't know what it sounds like because I'm not monitoring the mic. Magic voice.
And you can switch it to what you
want to switch it to. I, again, cannot hear the output
coming from here, so I don't know if it's changing
anything, but that is that. So if you're in the game, maybe
it'll
change your
voice to something
that you have it set to on here.
So let's turn that off, and then we come to noise reduction, of course. So this is the headset without noise reduction on, of course, and if I enable noise reduction right away, you should be able to hear the difference. And this is the default setting. It kind of gives that robotic tone a little bit. Not robotic tone, but you can hear the I'm not going to say distortion, but the computerized effects kind of trying to tone out that background noise. And if I turn this up to the maximum amount, I can't hear it in my ear, but hopefully you can hear how it sounds. And this is with my speakers kind of turned up, simulating train sounds in the background. And if I turn this to the minimum amount, you should be able to hear some of that background noise now. So yeah, let's go on to the next area. All right, I am back, and as you see, the application for this headset is fairly extensive. It does have a lot of features, a lot of awesome technology built into this headset, or built into the application that this headset utilizes. Jeecoo did a pretty good job with that. Overall, the sound of this headset is very good. The stereo spread, the stereo imaging, everything is great when you are playing first person shooters. As I've jumped into games like I was playing the Battlefield 2042, the beta. I did get into that and play a few rounds of that, which was a fairly fun game. I am I guess eagerly awaiting that game to come out. I played all the Battlefield games in the past, and my favorite was Battlefield 4 and 3, and so I played the other two that came after that. And I think I've talked about this before, but I didn't like them as much. The old-timey guns and things like that, not my style. I'm waiting for 2042 to come out so I can jump into that. But then I also played a little bit of World War Z as well, and World War Z Aftermath dropped, which was just like a big DLC to the original game, and I played that with this, and then you can hear the zombies running up on you, and if you're in a dark room late at night and you hear a zombie waking up right next to you, you can really hear it with this headset, especially when you have it turned up loud. It'll scare you a little bit, so that is good. And but it will make you turn, because you can pinpoint where that zombie's getting up at, so you can put them down, as they say. But overall, sound quality is great. Mic quality is pretty good. It is a little bit on the low side, but you can boost that in the software, which is fairly nice. It does have that mic boost in the software. Overall, I would recommend these. These are about $35.99 right now on Amazon with a 20% off coupon. So that is great as well. If you have any questions about these mics, if you have any questions about this headset, comment down below. I'll be sure to answer your questions. I'll try to reach out to Jeecoo if there's something that I don't know, and see if they can answer that. So if you are looking for a nice pair, the J65 are a go-to, and I will give these a two thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. So thank you guys for watching this video. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and peace out.